I just ended this chapter like, ugh. You know, so I got a good chunk done. Oh my god, there's a big spider. It's already me. I'm so proud of it. Let's talk about January, and really all the months I've missed since my last update. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Here I make all types of content about my work in progresses and my writing process. Today's video is a wrap-up video. It's been a minute. It's been a while since I've done one of these. November took it out of me, and so we're gonna go over what the heck has happened in my life, in my writing, in my reading since November. So November, December, and January. But this isn't gonna be a long video because I don't have much to report. But it is interesting all the same to see the creative seasons that I have. If you've never seen one of my wrap-up videos before, they come in 3 parts. The first part of this video is my side quest, all the little life tidbits I did over the past month, or in this case 3 months. This is just like a highlight reel of things that happened to me. And the second part of this video is reading, specifically any books that I feel are worth mentioning. I'm not really a book channel. I don't make that much book content, so I'm not very eloquent or complete, cohesive, comprehensive when it comes to book summaries. So these is just the ones that I would highly recommend in the book category. And I saved the best for last. The last section of this video is everything that has happened to my writing since the past month. We're going to be talking a lot about Seaside in this video. And if you want to skip to any of these sections in the video, I put chapters, so you should be able to just scroll on the video if you want to. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's talk about the side quests I had over the last 3 months. It was kind of a blur. I don't remember that much. It was the final month and a half of my first semester of grad school. Lots of exams, well, not many exams, 1 exam and lots of papers to write. So I guess a highlight was taking my German exam. It went well. I'm currently taking German for the last time this semester, and yeah, it went. I got it exactly what I wanted to. Christmas and the holidays also happened. I got a record player for Christmas, me and my partner did, and of course it has Taylor Swift Midnights. We've also acquired other miscellaneous records since then, and also found out that old records from thrift stores are scratchy, and that's where like that fuzzy sound comes from. Like duh, but like this is the first time I've ever owned records, and it's a learning experience. I went snowboarding. I didn't take videos of most of the things that happened to me over the holidays, so you'll just have to take my word for it. I'm okay at snowboarding. Like I took a PE class that was all like ended with a snowboarding trip, and I was pretty good at it, but I'm also I hate falling and I'm danger adverse. So you know, I had a time, only fell a little bit, didn't snowboard as much as the rest of my family did, but you know what? It was fine. I did lots of reading in the lodge. In November, in these past 3 months, I've also been in the process of applying for an internship in Germany, which is very exciting, but also very tentative. I've been having interviews in German, so that's new. It's very, just the way language is wired in your head is really weird, but having to translate things about myself into German and like preparing answers is like, it's a very interesting process, but I did get through it. I've had 3 interviews, and keep your fingers crossed for me, I guess, and we will see. Maybe I will be making videos in Germany over the summer. Maybe. Also, I got a tapestry. That's new and exciting. This is a lighthouse tapestry that represents my work in progress, Seaside. If you don't know about Seaside, I will put the playlist in the description, as always. It keeps freaking falling with the tape that I put it up, so I need to figure out a more permanent solution, but for now it's up. This morning was the 3rd time I restuck it. I don't know, maybe I'll have to get some Velcro instead of some tape. I'm definitely planning on getting more tapestries for my other work in progresses as soon as they become more relevant. I'm working on a sneaky Fae project right now, so there might be like a tree like tapestry in the future. But we will see. The significant progress will need to be made on that work in progress to earn the spot on my wall. I also hosted 3 or 4 live streams this month, and those were fun and exciting. I have made a decision to start hosting regular live streams on Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They usually last until 3:30 to 4, so around that chunk of time. If you're available, I'd love to have you there. They're very productive. and also fun. One time we just talked about sushi for 15 minutes, and that was just as engaging as talking about writing for 15 minutes. So remember, live streams, Fridays 1 p.m. my channel, unless I can't make Friday, and then it'll be on Tuesday of the same week. Sound good? Good. Okay, now to talk about books. These are the top tier books that I read / listened to. I mostly listen to audiobooks, but without a doubt, the best book I read, hands down, no competition, was All My Rage by Sabaa Tahir. The audiobook was wonderfully narrated. It's by 3 narrators. It's a really hard story to read in terms of the content of the story, but just like it's the storytelling, it's just like I cried in public twice while listening to this book at different points. It's the kind of book that you need to take breaks from because it really just like is so emotionally compelling because it is so well done. So a blurb of the story for those who haven't read it, and I am going to be reading this from my computer because I am horrible at giving book summaries, so excuse me for that. But All My Rage is a love story, a tragedy, and an infectious teenage fever dream about what home means when you don't feel like you fit in. From Sabaa Tahir comes a brilliant, unforgettable, heart-wrenching contemporary novel about family and forgiveness, love and loss, and a sweeping story that crosses generations and continents. This takes place in the past in Pakistan and now in California, in Juniper, this small town, and these 2 kids, Noor and Salahuddin, are like just in the thick of it. Like they both have like problems and like difficulties in their past, and they're just like, they both have such difficult things to go through, but at the same time they're like broken in similar ways, and they are like just learning how to like exist in brokenness and learn that like that doesn't define you. Sal's like family motel is failing and he's trying to like fix it and earn the money for it. Meanwhile, Noor is like working at her uncle's liquor shop and she's having like a hard time. Like she's trying to apply to college and get out of this small town. They used to be dating, kind of like they used to be friends, and then like Noor was like, I love you, and Sal was like, no, but like not really, because he actually does love her and he regrets it, and that's where the book starts. So yeah, like it's a very twisty, interconnected story, very emotionally moving. Would highly recommend the audiobook if you can listen to it. Sabaa Tahir also wrote A Number in the Ashes. Don't be afraid to pick up her contemporary novel because really it's amazing. If I had made a wrap-up video in November, I would have given a shout out to Queen of the Tiles. It's also a great audiobook. It's about a high school Scrabble competition and a murder. I think it's set in Malaysia as well. Okay, now for the writing stuff. The most important, the juiciest part of the video. I saved the best for last. And it's mostly on Seaside, which is fair because I was working on Seaside a lot. So basically, last time I gave an update, I was like about to start line edits, and I'm happy to report that I have not only finished line edits, but I have finished copy edits, and I'm now in the midst of a proofread. I have literally 10 chapters left to proofread before I like really start getting serious about making a query package. February is the month for assembling the query package. I've just decided that right now. But I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna happen. We're gonna start sending out queries and see what happens. As I mentioned earlier, I've also started outlining a Fae project with my partner. We have like co-created the story together, and we've decided like I'm gonna be the one writing it and like making the outline into actual words and story and plot. And we get together in short bursts, but those little 2-hour talks are very like creatively charged and really like fulfilling as an author. Our creativity is just flowing, and we argue a lot about plot points and characters and our scenes. Oh my god, we argue so much about scenes. It never occurred to me to co-create a story with someone, but I will say it has been such a good experience, but like also a difficult one, because if I say something that's mid or just like not a great idea, then like he will call me out on it, and I'm like, oh, fine, you're right, it's not good enough. And then we keep talking until one of us thinks of something better, and then that is making the story better. And I feel like it's such a time saver, like, because if I was to write the story by myself, I would have followed one of the meh ideas I just started with because I only thought of like 2 ideas. But with him to bounce off of, like, it's like, no, we can actually find a good beginning instead of starting with a crap one. So yes, I'm very excited to start Project Faye. Don't know which month of the year that's gonna be. It might be the Camp Nano project. It might be just like this summer. We'll have to see. I also need to figure out when I want to start working again on Project Popstar. One of the 2 I'll work on while I'm creating Seaside. I just gotta think some more about that. That's the gist of this video. That's all like the updates I have for you. But now it's time for you to update me. What have you gotten up to over the holidays, over the new year? What is something new that inspires you this year? Have you started any new works in progresses? Have you left some behind in 2022? Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more monthly updates from me. I am also a member doing live streams at 1 p.m. on Fridays, so those will appear in your subscription feed if you are subscribed. I also make community posts and Instagram reels, and that is about it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Here, neighbors.